one of the films that you worked on, which came around the same time as Truman Show did, and Ed TV.
Which to me, so the issue with Ed TV was it was 10 years ahead of its time, right?
Way ahead.
Right. So I love Ed TV. I think it's a really interesting movie. Technically, it was incredibly challenging because we were shooting live video and film at the same time and putting the live video on monitors and trying to keep the frame delay as short as possible. So I think we literally, the video came out of the Betacam, went into a truck, got converted to 24 frames, went back out into a monitor. And I think we were only one frame behind, which in its day was a huge technical achievement that Matt Morrissey, our sort of video engineer, was able to help craft. And the movie just did not spark with an audience back in its day. But all you have to do is turn on TV and it's the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Yeah. Hell, that's what Ed TV was. You know, we were doing it. When we made that movie, MTV had some show where they had all these cameras in a house and they put the young kids in it. That was the only reality show. And
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think I know.
I can't remember the name of it, but we were just ahead of our time. Because I think the movie made very, very interesting social statements, and it's a really fun, good movie. But we were just 10 years too early.
Well, I mean, even if you look at, forget about, reality TV, if you look at the arc of Matthew McConaughey's character, how he wanted all that stuff, and then later, how it affected him mentally. I mean, that's social media for you now. Like when
exactly.
So much of it has such a toll on you. Think fame and, being in front of the people in the world is going to make you feel better about yourself, but over time it doesn't.
I would never trade places with a famous actor for all the money in the world. The loss of anonymity would be just crushing. And in today's world, where everybody's basically got a movie camera on their phone, you're screwed. Look, the film business was very insular. I certainly witnessed lots of bad behavior by movie stars on set who had tantrums or whatever, but it never left the set. Those stories never got out, because if they did, your career was over, right? Yeah. So you were like, okay, so-and-so's Julia Roberts is having a bad day today. We're all allowed to have bad days. I have bad days, Nowadays, forget it. You're screwed.
Well, I mean, it happened with Tom Cruise when his audio got leaked.
Yeah.
During the COVID. And yeah. it is scary. And one thing I don't know who I was having this discussion with. People, let's say celebrities, like when I say celebrities, let's say actors and actresses, like caliber of Julia Roberts, Denzel Washington, George Clooney, they can't go to a gas station to fill up gas without.
They cannot.
And that's something that me and maybe even yourself, we probably take it as for granted.
No, nobody knows who I am.
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, I get to do my job and no one knows who I am. Yet I get to entertain, 1 billion people over the course of my career, and I must say it's lovely. It's a great privilege to get to do what I do. I still enjoy showing up every day on set. I certainly prefer, and what made Jurassic 1 and 3 a lot of fun, and 3 more fun in some respects than 1, was the fact that it was all in front of the camera. All the dinosaurs were being puppeteered. I just finished a movie with Jennifer Lopez, and she's lovely, but so much of it is foreground set and a green screen background. And I don't, I kind of know what the background is because I have to inform how I'm supposed to light the foreground. Yet that background is in someone else's hands to create later. And that's a very difficult way to work as a cinematographer versus walking outside and going, wow, I think it's going to be cloudy today. We thought we were going to shoot this in the sun. How do we embrace this? Do we try to overpower the clouds by overlighting it with hard light and making it feel like it's sunny? Do we embrace the clouds? I mean, that's the joy of walking outside with actors and putting it in front of the camera versus being on a stage with an actor in a motion base and a screen behind them, and the planet's supposed to be on fire, and you're like, okay, where is the fire coming from? Is the fire over here? Is it over there? Oh, well, we don't know yet. It's like, all right, well, I'm going to do what I think looks good, and then you can follow my lead later. And that's more challenging than going and standing in the middle of the road in Texas with Woody Harrelson and Kevin Costner and doing a dialogue scene where they're standing next to a 1932 Ford, right? There's a great joy in the simplicity of that. I mean, it's never simple, but you go home at the end of the day and you have it all in the camera.